Tarot Unicorn number 3. This is the Kazanlar Tarot, majors only, which I believe was created before, as often is the case, before their full deck, which is smaller, unfortunately. It was printed by AGM. This was in 1996, so AGM was still AGMuller. Currently AGM appeared to have merged with Urania Königsfurt, so now it's AGM-Urania, but back in the day it looks like it's AGMuller. So this particular one here, although it's out of print and is a little bit harder to find, is not as hard to find as this one here, which, like many is the case with what I call my tarot unicorns, I initially thought never existed. And so when I finally found that this existed and was able to trade with a few of my decks that I had purchased on retail but have since became out of print, I grabbed the opportunity to trade with this collector friend of mine. She's just amazing. She's managed to, I don't know how she does it, but she seemed to have managed to obtain very, very hard to find decks very frequently and very quickly. So here we have a variety of different influences, which I found quite fascinating. You have the Persian element here. You have Gnostic, sort of astrological, a lot of esoteric elements, which I unfortunately am in no position to explain too much about. But it's absolutely jam-packed with symbolisms, combining the mythologies and folklores of Eastern Europe with Persia, with, you see this Arab script here, with, I can't remember whether it's Sufism or Islam, with also, so you see the angels there. It's just absolutely fascinating. And if you followed me for a while, you would know that I'm absolutely enamored by anything that's multicultural, because I don't feel so alone when I see that there are people out there with a mixture of both cultural and spiritual heritage that they manage to blend together. So here's the Chariot. I'm not quite sure what language that is, and unfortunately this one has lost its box, so it came in this bag here, which I don't think is original to the deck. And anyone who has this particular deck complete with everything as it originally published, please do let me know. I would love to take a look. So this edges here reminds me very much of the art of North Africa, and it's just absolutely amazing. I was in Avignon in south of France once, and went to the papacy split into two, one in Avignon and one in Vatican. And so for a while there was two popes and two papacies, and the Pope's palace in Avignon has this painting that looks very much like Persian, very much like this kind of, not this one, but this aesthetic, very much like this, and it fascinated me to no end. So that's the Hermit. You see all this script here, script there, here, here, here. It's just amazing. And the gold here is very matte. It doesn't shine. It's not bling. but it's this sort of soft brass kind of metal there. You can see there. It's the Wheel of Fortune again. There's which is why I thought it was a pity that the full deck is small, because this would have been amazing if it's as large as the Oculi Occultati, for example. And I know a lot of people complain about it being too large, but you're flexible in your approach to shuffling a deck of cards. You can surprisingly handle quite large decks, because my hand's really small, my fingers are really short. I wear gloves size 6, so that's how small my hand is. This one here, look, there's all this script there. Obviously I can't read that, but there. There. Here. Here. It's like genie out of a bottle. There's an old person going into death. Interesting, that's 13. Or just death. So I would have loved to be able to understand the folklores, the myths, the stories there, because each of them depict various stories, combination of symbols from one culture, stories from another, and this particular one, the majors only came to me only in, as I've showed you, just the deck in that bag I just showed you. So this is the devil. I'll take a look at the booklet from the AGMuller full deck edition. If there's any English. This star here looks like a mosaic. That if you look at old photos of Afghanistan, it's just amazing before war, politics, and human greed destroyed that country, that whole culture, cradle of civilization. You still see North Africa, lots of this kind of mosaics, tile work. So there's more here, here, and here. Here, here, and here. There, there, and there. This is the star. Script here, there, there's two here, here, two here, that one there, this. Here, there, and there. 1, 2, 3. So it's packed with symbolism. There's 2 here. Flower and butterfly. That's just a star. So as you can see, this would make an amazing meditative sort of large, where you just sit there and really think things through. I personally think this would be a waste in sort of you know, sort of cartomancy like readings. because this feels more like a magical tool to me than anything else. I think it's not so much, I suppose I said just now, it makes me feel like I'm not so alone in being multicultural, but I actually think that that's the true state of the world. And I think in today's world where there's an illusion of polarity and where interested party seems to, you know, campaign fundamentalism and the simplistic notions of identity, I feel that we are badly in need of a bit of counter narrative, you know, in our lives. And cultural artifacts are proof of the reality of syncretism and multiculturalism, and it flies against fundamentalism, and I think that's probably why I like it so much. There's a Scorpio there, there's something else here, there's something here, something there, script down here. That's a zodiac, I think. It's absolutely rich. I've contacted AGM and asked whether they're going to reprint this, and a very short answer, no. I tried contacting the creator on Facebook, which seems to be still giving classes, and I could be wrong, but it seems that with the classes, decks were included. I tried to contact him, but language barrier, sadly. I could completely misunderstood that deck being included in the course. So here, script there, 1, 2, there. So 2 of the cultures that's represented here that I remember of is Eastern Europe and Persia. I think his heritage is a mixture of at least 2. Something I very much understand and appreciate. Le Monde. That's a Fool. So let's check whether there's anything in here. I need to moisturize my hands. Sorry guys, I've been doing housework, so so the borders are bigger. When I saw the image without the borders, it was very startlingly vibrant and rich, and you can imagine just the image without the borders in large. So you can see here we have the aces. So there's even more stories there. So there is Indian element there as well. Persia, Parsi, Eastern Europe, Christian astrology, folk tales, a mixture of, I think this is definitely an Eastern European tale here. Now, whether the art of the majors, of the minors, his creation as well, I can't quite remember. I think it's his as well. King of Cups, very Christian there. That's very, reminds me of a lot of Sufi images here. So that's definitely the Sufi, the whirling dervish. Egypt, as you can see, is very, very rich. Egypt for the suit of swords. That's the majors. Alright, so let's check the handbook. See if the there's stories here, so that's good. Stephen I, the Saint King, founder of the Christian monarchy in Hungary. His father was a pagan. Stephen I had himself, etc., etc. So I'll do a walkthrough of the Kazanlar Tarot separately from the Tarot Unicorn series here. So these are the symbols there. J, wands. This is just in the Magician here. So all these symbols are there. Yeah, so I'll do a walkthrough of the Kazanlar Tarot separately. For now, though, the unicorn specifically for me is this one here, the majors only. Earlier, I believe, edition of the Kazanlar before the Kazanlar Tarot is this Kazanlar Tarot here. If any of you own this, complete with its original set of how it was published, with a box or a book or something more, do let me know in a comment down below. I would love to see how it originally was published, because for me, I only managed to get the cards with nothing else. So thank you for sharing my third tarot unicorn, and I'll talk to you again soon.